Okay, good morning. Hello, hello. I've set the alarm for just under 14 minutes. I've got a few things on today, and I want to give myself time not to be rushing. So I've that's the reason for the time limit. Sometimes it's good, I think, to have a time limit. Kind of makes you select what's important. I had the idea that I would here we go. I had the idea that I would use collage to explain the vase anyway. Yeah, I'll just do that. Decisions need to be made fairly swiftly, don't they? So I might as well. Yeah, it's kind of not sure about this setting the alarm, because I have really enjoyed that kind of quiet meandering that I've been doing with these flowers over the last few days. Just taking my time, not having a plan in advance, And there's a lot to be said for that as well. But I guess today I wouldn't have done anything if I hadn't set myself if I hadn't said to myself, that I would be fairly quick, because tell you what, now I need to walk Maisie. I should maybe talk it out here, because I thought I don't have time actually to do anything. It's just 8:05. I want to be in Edinburgh comfortably for 10:30, having parked the car. And I was even thinking I might still get the bus. If I was to do that, I want to walk Maisie. I'd need to leave here really around 8:30 to comfortably be in Edinburgh for 10:30, because I want to go for a coffee as well and read through some things before I go. So, but I suppose if I leave at 9, that would be okay too. Let's see. And then, yeah, let's see. So I'll just start plotting things here. I'm just using PVA glue and tearing paper. So that's to represent the daisy there, even although it's not that bright really. It's got some light on it. I suppose because it's white really is the main reason. It's even got any light on it actually. But it's brighter than the background, brighter than the vase. This is just Indian ink mixed with a little bit of water. And then the center of the daisy is kind of a yellow ochre color. I'll be able to make it by putting a touch of this cadmium yellow ink on my finger and blending it with the Indian ink. No, yeah, with the Indian ink. Just to dull it down a little bit. It's actually darker again than that, but that's okay. And could always do a little bit more to this tomorrow if the flowers stay intact enough. Just wetting the brush now and using some of the Indian ink to create the kind of shadow that I'm seeing in that daisy. I like to use a bit of kitchen paper to know what the consistency of my to know how wet the brush is, like to be able to touch it if it gets too wet, if my brush is too wet. And just generally after cleaning the brush, I tend to touch it on the paper towel to leach some of the water out of it. Okay, that's that. And then there's another daisy. There's another daisy around the corner. I'm just going to put on a petal for this one here as well. A little petal that extends out here. And one that extends out, a little thin one. I mean, I've drawn it, but I feel like I could do with it just a little bit more. I feel like I could do with just a little bit more brightness there. Blunt scissors. Alright, so there's that. And then there's the one around the corner. I suppose I could carry on explaining it. See how the kitchen paper came in handy there as well now to touch the ink, stick on it so that it doesn't come out too big and blobby. I was thinking I suppose I could just continue with the Indian ink to explain the daisy that's around the side there. And there is a center to it as well. I suppose I could do that too. You know, there's a kind of a triangular shape to the center of the daisy. And I could do the same thing as I did before and maybe use the yellow acrylic ink. You see, I do this thing of I forget about about the in-between stuff. Like I'm thinking, yeah, I'll finish this and then it'll take me a walk and then I'll go for coffee. But I'm forgetting about things like getting dressed, get my bag and wallet and all the things I might need. So, yeah, I think I was wise to set the alarm for just under 15 minutes there. Oh, might deepen the tone of that center as well. Okay, maybe the green might happen with watercolor actually. My watercolor here, and there's quite a lot of greenery in places here. Oh, that's a bit too viridian green. I want it to be more sap green there. And some here too. Around that daisy, there's little flourishes of the catmint leaf. A few other leaves as well. If I had the stencils handy, this might be a good place to use the stencils, because it's kind of nondescript foliage really, and not, you know, it's not going to be not great detail in it, and yet it needs to read as though there's kind of layers of it. So that's where I find the stencils handy, because you can layer with the dark. Just trying to fill the cavities between the petals here and the daisy, and then there's a stem out to the foxglove. A nice kind of a curl in the leaf there. Another one here, a little bud. And then bring my water closer. And then the catmint leaf extends up here, kind of quite bluish really, that leaf. And it might be that I'll use the pencil to draw with there too, because really it's not all that clear, you know, all of that messing around there. So But in the meantime, before that happens, I want to do something for the, I think it's a snapdragon that they're called. That's what I've been calling it, and I want to do something for the snapdragon flower that's sitting there. So I'm going to tear off this very thick watercolor paper. I'm peeling it from an old painting. No, it's not. It's a tester piece from yesterday, actually. I'm just peeling as much as I can off the back so that it's going to sit maybe quite flush with the surface. At the same time, I don't want to make it too small a piece either. Maybe I should go, I should make it a bit smaller. And I've got the magenta ready here because I think the magenta is the one that might help to capture, or maybe this too. It helped to capture the dragon lilyness. It's not dragon lily, the dragon flower. Snapdragon ness of it. But that's quite nice too, that alcohol ink. Put that on. I don't know if I'll definitely use collage here even. Jesus. I didn't realize I'd open the top of that. A couple of new splashes on my tablecloth. At least it kind of blends in. Okay. I'm gonna try this first, I think. Yeah, I quite like the colour of the magenta ink for the snapdragon. When the bell goes, I'm just going to leave this and I'll continue tomorrow maybe. And put a touch of the cadmium yellow into it. It does have these kind of hints of fiery orange, these petals. And there's another little one shooting off over there, which is even more salmon coloured. But I could do with some more clean magenta. This one too, because there is some parts of it, there are some parts of it that are very light and lovely. And just soak up some of this. It feels more like what I'm looking at than this one does here so far. But I think this might just need some collage possibly in the bits that are after diluting with the green. And I'll also maybe lift out some of the, well, I can't lift out the alcohol ink, but I can lift out some of the magenta and yellow, which were acrylic inks. Yeah, the alcohol ink is stubborn enough, isn't it? Doesn't move. I think I like that. Where's my glue? There. I'm just going to put it there, I think. Yeah, I kind of like it there. And maybe try another bit before deciding for sure. Nice little bright lozenge. Oh, there's my time. My bright lozenge of pink there. Okay. Yeah, so that's what's happened so far. And I think I will finish it off tomorrow, possibly. Okay, so it's quite a bit of collage and some of the leaves starting to happen. Bit of ink, bit of everything, really. Okay, thanks for joining me. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye.